Ready, Dwayne? Stand for the pledge, call the meeting to order. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Get that under one breath.
Yeah, let's take a breath.
Regular meeting November 23rd, 2020, 6 p.m. Members present. Councilman Atkinson, Councilman Moss, Councilman Francis. Members absent. Councilman Nurnberg and Councilwoman Ballard. The attorney is on call with phone tonight due to COVID. We need a motion to approve the minutes from November 2nd.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from November 2nd meeting.
I second it.
Move to second, we approve the minutes for November 2nd. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Ordinance 2020-14. New water rates for 2021. Second reading by title only.
I make a motion that we have the second reading on the waters. Is that what I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Water increase.
Second.
Been moved and second that we approve ordinance number 2020-14 for the new water rates of 2021. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Second reading, motion carried. Ordinance 2020-16, new electrical rates for 2021. If you would please, Mrs. Moss.
Ordinance number 2020-016, an ordinance setting rates and charges for the use of and services rendered by the municipal electric utility of the town of Kingsford Heights, Indiana. Whereas the town of Kingsford Heights has caused a financial study of the municipal electric utility to be performed, Prone and Associates CPAs and consultants, and whereas the study indicated that the rates and charges are not sufficient to meet the reasonable financial requirements of the electric utility and should be amended, and whereas the town council of the town of Kingsford Heights, Indiana finds that the existing rates and charges for the use of and services rendered by the municipal electric utility of the town are insufficient and to enable town to properly operate and maintain its electric utility and to pay all the necessary expenses incident to the operation of said electric utility, including but not limited to maintenance costs, operation charges, upkeep, repairs, depreciation, interest charges, and obligations of the electric utility. And whereas the existing rates and charges do not produce income sufficient to maintain the electric works utility in a sound physical and financial condition to render adequate and efficient services, and the existing rates and charges should be increased. Now the town be it ordained by the town council of the town of Kingsford Heights, Indiana as follows. Definitions for purposes of this ordinance, the following definitions shall apply. Residential rates, rate A, residential customers who regularly use the utility service throughout the year and who are located on the utilities distribution lines, suitable and adequate for supplying the service requested. The character of service is alternating current 60 cycle single phase at a voltage of approximately 120 volts 2-wire or 120 to 140 volts 3-wire. Non-residential rates, rate B. Commercial and industrial customers, including churches, schools, and fraternal organizations who regularly use the utility service throughout the year and who are located on the utilities distribution line, suitable and adequate for supplying the service requested. The customer of service is alternating current 60 cycle at any available 3-phase voltage in the area or single-phase service at a voltage of approximately 120 volts 2-wire or 120 to 140 volts 3-wire. The utility will supply service from its electric supply lines at only such frequency, phase, regulation, and primary voltage as it has available in the location where service is required. And if transformation of voltage is desired by the customer, will transform its primary voltage on one standard secondary voltage as herein above set forth. Any applicant requiring service differing from that to be supplied by the utility as herein provided shall provide proper converting, transforming, regulating, and other equipment upon his own premises at his own expenses. Non-demand customers, rate C, available to industrial or high energy use customers for services who are located on the utility's electric supply line suitable and adequate for supplying the metered service requested. The character of service is alternating current 60-cycle 3-phase service at a voltage of approximately 120 to 240 volts 3-wire or any other voltage that is mutually agreed upon by this customer and the utility. Only one voltage will be supplied. The utility will supply service from its electric company lines at only such frequency, phase, regulation, and primary voltage as it has available in the location where service is required. And if transformation of voltage is desired by the customer, will transform its primary voltage on one standard secondary voltage as herein set forth. Any applicant requiring serving differing from that to be supplied by the utility as herein provided shall provide proper converting, transforming, regulating, and other equipment upon the used customer's own premises at his own expenses.
New rate.
Demand metered customers rate C, available to industrial or high energy and demand customers for service who are located on the utility's electric supply lines suitable and adequate for supplying the demand metered service requested. The character of service is alternating current 60-cycle 3-phase service at a voltage of approximately 120 to 240 volts 3-wire or any other voltage that is mutually agreed upon by the customer and the utility. Only one voltage will be supplied. The utility will supply service from its electric supply lines at only such frequency, phase, regulation, and primary voltage as it is desired by the customer. Will transform its primary voltage on one standard secondary voltage as herein above set forth. Any applicant requiring service differing from that to be supplied by the utility as herein provided shall provide proper converting, transforming, regulating, or other equipment upon the customer's own premises at his own expenses. Municipal rates, rate M. The town of Kingsford Heights, Indiana, for municipal services such as street lighting, water utility, sewage works, town hall, fire station, parks, etc. The character of service is alternating current 60 cycle at any standard single phase or polyphase voltage supplied by the utility in the locality for which service is required. For purposes of this ordinance, the town will be billed as non-residential rates, rate B. In addition, the town will be billed for security lighting as set forth in Appendix A, per light per month. Bills will be rendered to the town on a monthly basis and due monthly. Rates and charges. The rates and charges are set in the Appendix A and Appendix B, which are attached hereto and incorporated herein and hereby adopted. Rate adjustment. The above rates for all users are subject to a purchase power energy cost adjustment tracker factor in accordance with the order of the Public Service Commission of Indiana approved May 2nd, 1984 in cause number 36835-S2, the purchase power. Energy cost adjustment tracking factors stated in Appendix B will represent changes in the cost of purchasing power as compared with IMPA's base wholesale power rates and charges effective January 1st, 2021. Penalties. A penalty charge shall apply to all users of the municipal electric utility as followed. All bills shall be rendered due monthly. If not paid by the 15th day of the following the date of the bill, there shall be added 10% of the first $3 of the bill plus 3% of the amount of the bill in excess of $3. Remittance sent by mail on or previously to the 15th day as evidenced by the U.S. Post Office mark on the envelope in which they are received will be accepted as a tender of payment within the time limit. When the 15th falls on a Sunday, any or other legal holiday, the first business day thereafter shall be considered as being within the time limit. Non-recurring charges and new service connection. The non-recurring charges per occurrence and new service connection fee as set forth in Appendix A shall apply to all users of the municipal electric utility. The rates and charges are set forth in Appendix A and Appendix B shall take effect as follows. Phase 1, January 1st, 2021. Phase 2, January 1st, 2022. Phase 3, January 1st, 2023. All ordinance and parts of ordinances that conflict with the provisions obtained here are hereby repealed. Passed and adopted by the Town Council of Kingsford Heights this 20, yeah.
It's not passed until.
It's not passed yet. This month. The end. Did I read that?
Yeah, that is not.
Yeah?
Understood?
Residential rates, A, metered usage charge per kilowatt is .120,500 on phase 1, .125,000 on phase 2, and .130,900 on phase 3. Monthly customer charge, phase 1, $10. Phase 2, $10. Phase 3, $10. Non-metered rates, rate B, meter usage charge per kilowatt. Phase 1, .123,700. Phase 2, .128,300. Phase 3, .134,400. Monthly customer charge, phase 1, $20. Phase 2, $20. Phase 3, $20. Non-demand customers rate C, metered usage charge per kilowatt. Phase 1, .127,600. Phase 2, .132,300. Phase 3, .138,600. Monthly customer charge. Phase 1, $30. Phase 2, $30. Phase 3, $30. Demand metered customers rate C, meter usage charge per kilowatt. Phase 1, .094200. Phase 2, .097700. Phase 3, .102300. Demand rate charge per kilowatt. Phase 1, $11.21. Phase 2, $11.62. Phase 3, $12.17. Monthly customer charge, phase 1, $60. Phase 2, $60. Phase 3 is $60. Municipal rates, M, reflects rates B or C as determined by the town. Note, all metered uses is subject to the energy cost adjustment factor ECA in Appendix B. Security lighting per month, phase 1, $15. Phase 2, $16. Phase 3, $17. Penalties, 10% on first $3 plus 3% on balance in excess of $3. Non-recurring charges per occurrence. Reconnection fee during business hours, $35. Outside business hours, $55. Bad check charge, $25. Meter reading charge, $10. Service call, normal, $35. Service call after hours, $75. Meter testing, actual cost. Meter tampering charge, cost of repairs. Plus supplies, plus materials and supplies. New service connection, $400. Energy cost adjustment, ECA tracking factor applicable to rates A, B, C, and M. These adjustments shall be made on the basis of a purchase power, energy cost adjustment tracking factor, occasioned solely by changes in the cost of wholesale purchase power and energy. The base cost of power embedded in the town's retail base rates and charges reflects the IMPA wholesale base rates effective January 1st, 2021. Rate adjustment applicable to current rates and charges, $0.0000 per kilowatt.
Everything's correct in the ordinance with the exception of the penalties, where he's got it on the 15th of the month.
And one more.
Should turn to the 17th of the month, correct?
Yeah, and one more.
What is that?
Bad checks.
$50?
Bad checks are $50 by our ordinance right now.
Yes.
So we get a motion to accept ordinance 2020-16 with those changes on its first reading.
I make a motion that we accept ordinance 2020-016 with the changes.
Seconded.
It's been moved and seconded, we accept ordinance 2020-16 on its first reading with the corrections on the penalties phase of going from the 15th day of the month to the 17th day of the month, and the bad check charge going from the $25 to the $50. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, motion carried, first reading. Mr. Galenko, I've already talked to, and the building inspector, it's been handed over to the town attorney at this time, and I'll get her some pictures of the outside of the building tomorrow, and she's going to look into the ordinance and see what we can do about writing up some legal paperwork to make it to where it's going to get finished. We want to have the building finished. We don't want to have to take it down or do anything like that legally, but we want something that's going to protect the town and make them get it done. So that's where it's at now, and until the attorney does that, we won't issue another building permit.
That sounds good.
Motion to pay the claims in the amount of $173,380.25.
I make a motion that we pay the claims in the amount of $173,380.25.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded, we pay the claims in the amount of $173,380.25. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Pay the claims. Old business. Christmas 2020. I think the Christmas program has been going on for, what, 27 years or so?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, due to COVID this year, we have made the decision to cancel the yearly Christmas dinner and for the Needy Children's Toy Drive. Just because we can't get that many people in here right now safely and do what we need to do. Unfortunate, but there's been a lot of things canceled. I think that's just a small step of what's to come. Fire department's contract. Need a motion to pay the fire department contract in the amount of $37,198 for 2021.
I'll make a motion that we pay the fire department's contract for $37,198.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, we pay the fire department's contract in the amount of $37,198 for 2021. All in favor?
Aye.
Need to sign.
Opposed? Ayes have it. They get money for this next year.
Me.
Any new business?
I do got something here. This is that bid for, want to hand it to them?
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that bid for Randy, or not Randy, but Andy to replace that apron over on Arnett's house.
Yeah, on the boulevard, Arnett's house, that's caving into that embankment there. We've got to get that fixed. This is a quote from the same guy that did our sidewalks, trying to get small jobs like this done by the bigger contractors. Nobody wants to contact us back. So Premier Concrete has got a bid in for $3,100. That money could be taken out of the storm sewage, sewer maintenance fund, and that definitely needs to be done. So we need a motion to accept Premier Concrete in the amount of $3,100 to get that fixed.
I'll make a motion that we accept Premier's bid of $3,100 to get the concrete job done.
I second it.
Moving second, we have the Premier Concrete do the concrete work at the boulevard there in a total of $3,100. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Fixed it. Any other new business? Clerk's report.
Okay, the other thing I'll talk about is that on Thanksgiving and Black Friday, the office will be closed, and that's what I'll have today. Thank you.
And you said you might have to work this weekend and stuff to get bills out and
We're gonna
everything?
have to work.
Okay, so that happens because the meter readers were done today, so it's put them behind, so.
Did they get them all read today?
No, they didn't get them all read?
They get them done, but there's a lot of rereads.
Okay. Any public comments?
I'm just curious about, are we still having the Santa's Homecoming Parade this year?
The town will not put itself into anything where it gathers any kind of people, so we're not going to okay anything that's, we're not going to sponsor anything saying, the town's going to do this Christmas parade and do all that. No.
Okay.
No, we've been advised to, matter of fact, we're going to go look into a Zoom license tomorrow morning and maybe start doing this virtual. Michigan City, everybody else around us is shut down, and do all virtual stuff, so. And as you can tell by the COVID, usually we fill up these chairs, got some people and stuff here. I think COVID's got the scare in people. And, I was one in the past that kind of joked about it a little bit and everything else, but it seems to be a serious problem and it's only getting worse. So, 6:30.
Did the marshal have anything to say?
This wasn't their meeting, but
Well, no, I was just,
you got anything to say, Marshall?
Save it for next meeting.
Okay.
I just thought I'd ask.
We had to use 5 minutes. Ready?
Okay, we'll open the meeting up for the public hearing on the water rate increase and water rate study. So everybody wants to step forward in remonstrance against the water rate increase on the public hearing, please take the podium, state your name and address. Anybody here?
Nope.
Louis?
Going twice. Anybody here that wants to do the remonstrance for the hearing? Nobody wants to talk about the public hearing and the water increase? Okay, we'll close the public hearing. Also should be noted that there are a total besides 3 council members and a clerk and 5 people in attendance at the meeting. So, motion to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
The second.
Move to second, we adjourn. Have a safe and happy Thanksgiving.